me see. Let me see. Shalom. Yeah, hold up. I gotta go higher. Let me see. Gotta go higher. I gotta go lower. Let me see. See if I bring this a little higher. Right there. Family, give me a 7 if you can hear me, please. Peace, peace. Give me a 7, family. 777 works for me. 7 family. Yes, absolutely. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Musa got some great information to share with his people on this Shabbat. Happy Shabbat to everybody who are observing Shabbat today. That's what it is. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High. Let me see if I could bring this up a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I think this is better for me right there. All right, family. How do I sound on the mic? Is the mic too far, too close? Hold on. Let me know what's up. How's the mic, family? We got some things to talk about. We have to make some more connections. It's good? Okay. Love you the same. Yeah. Sound good, sound great. Awesome. Yeah, let's let some more people come in. Drink this water. Yeah, family, there's a lot of information. This is gonna be that type of lesson. Okay? This is gonna be that type of session where you're gonna get some information. Some things you probably knew, some things you definitely didn't know. Because it's what it's about. Every time you come, you have to walk away with something. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Let's make some more connections. Yeah, pen and paper ready. There's going to be some things discussed. There's going to be some information. Mosiah has blessed us with plenty. With plenty. Kiddo, come here for a second. Musa has given us a lot of Shalom, Shannon. Musa has given us a lot of information. Get me that red book right there, the orange one. Right, the orange one. Oh no, the blue one. The blue one. Go down. Go down. Keep going. Right there. Musa has given us a lot of information to stimulate our seed crystal. Our seed crystal. Yeah. Let's get ready. Wow, wait. All right, leave that right there. Pass me that. Leave the rest. Thanks. Okay. Yes. Let's come in, family. Let's come in. Let's let a few more people come in here. A few more people come in before we begin this session. Amazing information coming through right now. The time of revealing. How everybody day doing? How everybody day doing? Shout out to the big homie. Just dropped a video recently. That's what's up. Yeah. Yes, family, let's come in. I got some things. We're not gonna waste time though. We're gonna go right, I think, a good amount. 2 more minutes. No music, you know, just straight up information today, no music. What I can do though, let's clear the air with the shofar. We can clear the air with the shofar sound. Kiruani ma shofar. You know, we are like the acorns. And one day soon, all of us shall all be as beautiful, majestic, magical, strong oak trees. You know? All of us were born with that acorn imprint. And soon enough, we shall all blossom as magical, strong, beautiful, amazing, firmly rooted oak trees. That's where we at. That's the frequency we on today. Restitution, renewal, resurrection, realignment. Yeah, family. We're gonna get it in. The most I have some information. The gods have some information to share with their children. The gods. The gods. You know, gods and goddesses. Shalom to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's yes. There is a mystery attached to the shofar. Actually, I was gonna record a video on this. I probably will do that later on. In the Zohar, it tells you the mystery of the shofar. You have to know why you hear this sound. It's not enough to hear it. It's not enough to blow it. You gotta know why. Nah, you gotta know why. Let's see if I could blow the rims on. This one is very short. The sound that comes out of this right here, it's very hard. All right. When you get, if you're gonna get your rims on, let me get this far here. If you're gonna get your rims on, get you one that's slightly longer than this. Okay, it has to be at least this long. You're gonna get a beautiful sound, right? This was a gift from my wife. You know, this one's very short, so the sound is good, but in my research, I see if it's slightly longer, you get a more well-rounded sound. All praises to the Most High. That actually was pretty good. That was pretty good. I didn't, you know, that's what's up. Okay, family, we clear the air. We clear the air of negativity and negative frequencies. what we actually gonna do on this beautiful Shabbat day, before we go in, we're gonna go to the book of sacred names. Okay, you guys know these books. I brought these books out to you guys. Hopefully you bought your copies. We're gonna go to this book of sacred names and we're gonna read a prayer by our patriarch, our father Jacob, whom the world called Israel. Okay, we're gonna read a prayer right now before we begin, because we're gonna need his blessing. Family, we have great information. We have great information coming through. Okay, and it's gonna be that type of situation where you're gonna have to write some things down to do further research. Okay, so let's read this prayer real quick. King God Almighty, all angels of mercy, and all the holy angels, and all pure angels, and all ministering angels, and all the angels of the celestial realms, and all exalted angels, come to our aid and rescue us from the hand of our enemies, and they will not be able to injure us, in the great and the holy name, Rakash Tamath, which Jacob our father, peace be upon him, transmitted to his sons. This name, Rakash Tamath, Jacob our father, transmitted to the 12 gods, his sons. He transmitted this name to them before he died. And he instructed his sons to remember him when they are in distress. Our father Jacob made a call to all the angels of mercy, to all the angels, to all the holy angels, and to all the pure angels, to all the ministering angels, and to all the angels of the celestial realms, and all the exalted angels. And he said upon his death, he told the angels, I command you to come to the aid of my children. And he commanded his sons to say this prayer and to remember him when they are in distress. So we say this prayer today in remembrance of our father Jacob. Oh, what page? What page? What page? Forgive me, family. Forgive me. Because I know we did this before, but let me find the page. Let me find the page where I just read this to you. It's been a while since we said the Anabekos. Page 167. This is the prayer. Screenshot that. Page 167. Okay? It's been a while since we said the Anabekos. We have a lot of information. I got to lock down the frequency before I begin. We're going to say the Anabekoak in Yiddish. That's the Hebrew I know. That's the Hebrew I learned it from. And that's the one we're going to recite. Anabekoak. Gadulat Yemenka. Tatir Selura. Kabel Rinat Amka Sagvenu. Taharenu Nora. Nagibo Dorshe Ikutka. Kebavat Shamram. Baharem Taramem Rakamen Sitkateka. Tamid Gamlam. Hasin Kadosh. Beruv Tufka. Nahel Larateka. Rehid Gedele Amnechatne. Zokri Kadushateka. Shavatenu Kaberushma. Sa Akatenu. Yodeat Ta'alumut. Baruch Sham Kivot. Markuto. Leolam Vaet. So this is the version I learned. All praises to the Most High. Hopefully, some of you have been able to learn this Anabikoak prayer, the prayer of the Kabbalist, a massive prayer, an amazing prayer, a prayer of deliverance, a prayer of healing for the sons and the daughters alike. Family, let's begin. Let's begin. Give me a 7, family, before we begin. Give me a 7 before we begin. This necklace, hold up, let me see. Yeah, there is a sister in the walk who makes these necklaces. She designed this one, put my name on it. If you need one, let me know. I'll put you in touch with the sister or whatever. You can get your own. You know what I mean? This sister, she's very talented. And she created these beautiful necklaces, and she sent me a massive piece. A massive piece. Befitting. Anyway, family, thank you to the sister, though. I appreciate you. We're gonna begin. Okay, family, let's do a quick recap. A quick recap. Let's go. So, we're talking about the tribe Zebulun. We're talking about the core, the center of the earth. We're talking about Aurora Borealis. And we're talking about the Rainbow Mountains and the connection that everything has together. In the live I did the other day, we went a little bit into Zebulun and who they are among the tribes. Zebulun is known as the business people among the 12 tribes, right? They are the most industrious. They come down with the side of Gemini, which is all about commerce. We're talking about the oil pipelines, the Nord Stream oil pipeline 1 and 2, thing 1, thing 2. And also Gemini is also known as the celestial twins. We're talking about the further destruction of the Silk Road, the commerce route that connects the entire European countries with the Middle East, with Africa, with Germany, with Russia. We're talking about all that money that they've been able to make. The Arabian Sea, the Baltic Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Suez Canal. We're talking about all these things and how they all connect. And we connected all that information with the oil tycoons of pre-Columbian America, which just happened to be Pennsylvania. What was the what you call the Indians again over there? The Seneca Indians. The Seneca natives were called the oil tycoons of pre-Columbian America. That's beautiful information. However, there's more to the story. I titled this video, The Zebulunites Who Built Black Wall Street. The oil pipeline of Tulsa and the oil pipelines of Russia. In the description of this video, I put something else. Let me get the description title. Let me read the title so I see what I put, if I can access it from this end. It's very important we make all of the connections, because they are coming through. Zebulun is speaking very loudly right now, and the Most High is speaking to us right now, and we have to adhere and be obedient and listen and do as we are told. In the description, I put a phrase. I can't get it on my end, but go read the phrase. It's very telling. Let's make some more connections so we can close this chapter. Hopefully, this is the closing of Zebulun, one of the 12 patriarchs that has stepped forward to speak to his children. Zebulun says in this book of the Lord, the 12 patriarchs, Zebulun says, "And now my children, grieve not that I am dying. Do not be cast down in that I am coming to my end." Zebulun says, "I shall rise again in the midst of you." Zebulun says, "I shall rise again in the midst of you, my children, as a ruler." Okay? "In the midst of my sons, and I shall rejoice in the midst of my tribe, as many as shall keep the law of the Most High, and the commandments of Zebulun their father. But upon the ungodly shall the Lord bring eternal fire and destroy them throughout all generations." So it is safe to say that Zebulun has risen among his children right now. How did we get to Zebulun? When the big homie, 3 minutes from the video, the Aurora Borealis video Big Judah released, I had to release the video of the double rainbow. 3 minutes from my video, he dropped his video. Immediately when I saw that, once again, this is a review, I connected the Aurora Borealis with the Rainbow Mountains. When we look further into the Rainbow Mountains and the rainbow, it led us to Jonah. It led us to Jonah. When we look further into Jonah, we found out some things that we didn't know about Jonah, in addition to what we already knew. Jonah going to Nineveh to warn them of the impending doom that was coming if they were not repented. Jonah went down to the core, the center of the earth. Jonah saw, Most High showed Jonah what was called the stone of nurturance. You're going to learn a little bit more about that stone today. Jonah saw the ancestors worshiping at the stone of nurturance, and the Most High told Jonah, you yourself, you have to go and worship and say some prayers at that stone yourself. Why all these prayers? What's going on with the stone of nurturance? What's going on with the stones? As you know, the stones retain memory way more than water. There isn't any element on the earth that can retain memory more than stones. Everything is written in stone. Not water, but stone. Even though water has memory, but stone retain memory forever. It never leaves. We'll get to that in a second. When we look further into Jonah, we found out that Jonah was from the tribe of Zebulun. When we checked Zebulun, we found out a whole host of information, and this is why we're here today. But just yesterday, the Most High said to me, look into Tulsa, Oklahoma. How prosperous were the natives over there? Since we're talking about commerce and business, since we talk about money, since we talk about building societies, since we talk about infrastructure, look into Tulsa, Oklahoma. Because the brothers, the sisters, the natives in Tulsa, they built a city of a prosperous city. They were very successful in their business endeavors. And everybody know the story of Tulsa, how they were so successful in all that they did when it comes to business, that the racist people of the racist Gentiles, the racist whoever, the government, whoever, destroyed the town. That's all we were told. That Tulsa, or at least that's all I knew, that Tulsa, Oklahoma was destroyed because of the opulence, because of the countless of banks, countless of schools, medical systems, bus lines, all the industrious endeavors that our people were able to do for self. So now if you look in the East community, they actually borrowed the blueprint of what the Tulsa, Oklahomites did. Tulsa, Oklahoma residents were self-sufficient. You already know the story. But what I didn't know that connects this story with Russia is the fact in 1905, there was something going on in Tulsa, Oklahoma that is coming back full circle right now. In 1905, there was a town in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Glenpool, the town that made Tulsa famous. Why? Because in 1905, there was discovery of oil on the land of Ida. In Glenpool, Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a discovery of oil. Tulsa, Oklahoma had oil that encompasses the entire oil of the earth. There was not a place on the earth with more oil than Tulsa, Oklahoma. Did you hear that? Which connects Tulsa with Pennsylvania. Which connects Tulsa with the oil tycoons of Pennsylvania, the Seneca Indians, which had oil wells, and they were wealthy. Family, are you following? Give me a 7, because now what's going on in Russia on the Baltic Sea, which is also part of the trade route of the Silk Road, is recompense of a sort for what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they destroyed these people and what the Most High blessed them to do. Now, does that make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm saying right now? The reason why Tulsa, Oklahoma was destroyed was not because they were successful, they had banks, they had schools, they had all these things. No. It is, but it's deeper than that. The reason why Tulsa was blown off the map is because of the oil wells that town sat upon. So they knew because it sat on oil, it was very flammable. So they dropped the bombs and it burned the whole town down because they wanted that oil. How come you never heard about the oil of Tulsa, Oklahoma? You're going to learn so much about Tulsa today. Give me a 7 if that makes sense to you. It was all about the oil. And today, you have over there in the Silk Road, the oil debacle that's going on, pipeline blown up. Russia is saying people saying Russia did it to themselves or whatever. I don't care how it happens. That doesn't concern us. What concerns the people of God, the Zebulunites of Tulsa, Oklahoma, what concerns the sons and the daughters of the 12 patriarchs is the fact that there is information about you that you need to know right now. And the Most High, through what is happening around the world, is showing you that he is regathering you, that he's destroying them in the process, raising you up as he's bringing them down. Are you understanding this? Tulsa, Oklahoma got blown off the map because Tulsa, Oklahoma had the oil of the world. Literally. Tulsa sat on the oil of the world. Bill Cosby owned oil reserve in Pennsylvania. Damn. Rich, he got that money. So now you connect Tulsa, Oklahoma with Pennsylvania. You can also connect Tulsa, Oklahoma with Venezuela. And you can also connect Tulsa, Oklahoma with Pennsylvania, Venezuela, and also with Haiti. Because Haiti has oil like there's no other. Why do you think they're always in Haiti? Causing all types of nonsense. Pay attention where they are. Wherever they go to cause some type of ruckus, that place has something that they want. Let's keep moving. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the oil capital of the world. Family, did you hear me? Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the oil capital of the world. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the oil capital of the world. Did you know that? If you didn't know that, say all praises to the Most High. Give God the glory. The Most High is making a move on the earth, and he's going to go for Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. Tulsa, Oklahoma is due for an ass whooping and is coming. Recompense for what was done to the natives, to the citizens, the mothers, the fathers, the children who were burnt, the sons, the husbands, the wives, the teenagers who were buried in mass graves. When they blew up the town, people still don't know where their ancestors are buried because they buried them in mass graves. And their voices are crying from the grave. They're saying, how long, Most High, worthy and true? How long will you take to recompense us? Most High says, you don't have to wait no more. No, in the book of Revelation, Most High told the saints underneath the altar, wait a little bit longer. No, no more. The rider on the horse have been released, and he's taking peace off the earth. He was chilling under the willow tree, no more. By the time you get to Revelation, the rider on the horse was going throughout the earth, taking peace off the earth. And what do you see right now? It's peace being taken off the earth. There will only be peace among the people of God because the truth is with us, no one else. The sons and the daughters of Beliar will be left wide open for destruction because it is their time. There is a reckoning of time. We're going to break the word Oklahoma and Tulsa. We're going to break it down. So far, so good. Give me a 7. They say that the city in Tulsa, Oklahoma was called Glenwood. It was like a city within a city, sort of like the chosen, the sacred, self-sufficient. About 40 to 45 city blocks, commercial neighborhoods, wealthy landowners, wealthy bankers, wealthy physicians, destroyed because of oil. Oklahoma is also called this. You're going to learn something today. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called, Big Judah, listen, my brother. Here it is. This is for you, big homie. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the center of the earth, of the universe. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the center of the universe. Give me a 7 if you caught that. The Aurora Borealis lights, the northern lights. Look, the northern lights this weekend will be seen as far as New York City. This has never happened before. That I can drive from Connecticut to New York and I can see the northern lights. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the center of the universe. We're going to get into it. Listen, my energy has been on a 100 since this morning. You know how I get down. There are times when I'm calm. Today ain't one of them. Tulsa, Oklahoma is the center of the earth. We have proof. Why? They call it an acoustic anomaly with a mysterious cause. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called a portal to parallel worlds. Tulsa is called a portal to parallel universes. And they run through Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa is also called the buckle of the Bible's belt. Tulsa is also called the buckle of the Bible's belt. If you have a belt on, the buckle is what holds your pants together. The buckle is what holds it together. Family, let's take a ride. Let's take a ride, family. Let's go on a wild ride today. That's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's look at the word Tulsa. When you look at the word Tulsa, we're going to elaborate on everything. When you look at the word Tulsa, if you flip around, if you flip it, mumble it, jumble it, you find the word Atlas. You find the word Atlas or Atlas, the God of divine wisdom. Atlas, the dude that carries the world on his head or on his back. When you rearrange the word Tulsa, you get Atlas. Just like they give you the Hurricane Ian, and I told you, nah, it's the Hurricane Ian. That goes for the Iron Soft, the Most High's hurricane. When you look into Atlas, you find out that Atlas was a marine creature who supported the pillars that held the earth and the heavens apart. Oh my God. I want to give you some fake tongue talking. Look, Atlas was a marine creature that held heaven and earth apart. When Jonah went to the center of the earth, he saw Leviathan. Jonah showed Leviathan the seal of God. Leviathan fled. Jonah saw the pillars of the earth. He saw everything when he went to the center of the earth. Jonah also saw the rock of nurturance, which we are going to reveal today, the name of the rock. We have that information. All praises to the Most High. We have the rock that Jonah was praying with. The rock that came from the center of the earth. We have it. The rock which upon everything was built. We have it. The rock from where the Aurora Borealis lights, the northern lights come from, we have it. And you're going to get it. When we look at Tulsa, Tulsa is called the buckle, the buckle of the Bible's belt, as I said already. When we look at the Bible's belt, yo, oh my God, family, hold on to your seat. This is the type of lesson. If we follow the logic of Tulsa being the buckle of the Bible's belt, we take the Bible's belt, it leads us to Orion's belt. It leads us to Orion's belt. You following? Oh yeah, we got more. When we take the Bible's belt, it leads us to Orion's belt, which leads us to Orion the hunter. When we go to Orion's belt or Orion's belt to Orion's the hunter, we find out there is an alignment with Orion's belt and the pyramid of Isa, the Giza pyramids. That information takes us back to Atlantis, to Enoch, the builder of the pyramids. And we remember, family, we discussed the pyramid in this book. Couple of videos back, we said that the pyramids were served at first as an Ark of the Covenant. The pyramids were as an Ark of the Covenant, and they radiated beams of energy to guide spaceships arriving from distant lands to the earth. Are you listening? This information is coming straight from the Most High. This information is coming from the seraphim messengers who are welcome in this place today. I didn't research any of it. It just comes to me. Watch this. When we follow the logic of Orion's belt from the Bible's buckle, Bible's belt to Orion's belt, we land on the pyramid of Isa, the Giza pyramids. We find out that it served as a Ark of the Covenant, and it was used sort of like a helipad for angels, for chariots coming on the earth. A center of communication, receiving and transmitting messages of the angels who occupied the many centers of light over this planet. Now, one of the centers of light that those angels communicate with is located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Radiating energy, radiating beams of light. This is why they call Tulsa, Oklahoma, the center of the universe. Do you know how heavy that information is? Do you know how powerful that information is? Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the center of the universe, connected with Orion's belt, connected with the pyramid of Isa. I did the video already. We got more. It is a portal to parallel universes right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. There is a sacred site in Tulsa, Oklahoma called they called it the center of the universe. It is a sacred site. It is a sundial. Let me read you about it. Let me read to you about it real quick. Babe, did you send me that information? Let me read you about the center of the universe in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Watch this. Aiden, I need that information, please. Immediately. So far, so good, family. Give me a 7 while I get that information up for you. Oh, yeah. They're going to wish they never put their dirty paws on Tulsa. Yeah, the truth is coming out with abundance. The truth is coming out. The Most High says, in these last days, all my revelations shall be revealed. There will be nothing hidden. We got so much to cover. Give it to me, give it to me. Oh, you see. Where is it exactly?
Which one?
The information I just asked you for.
It's over. There are more over here.
Go find it and bring it to me. Okay? Anyway, let's move forward. The site in Tulsa, Oklahoma is connected to another. I want the site where you stand inside of it, something happened. I want that information. Please hurry up. Because you guys never sent it to me. It's not in my email. And it's not on my phone. I think I found it. You sent it to me, hon. Okay. Here it is. Give me a 7, family. Give me a 7. This is why Tulsa is called the center of the universe. Give me a 7. You know, there's a lot of information. You know, you got to excuse me a little bit. Watch this. Let me show you something. Do you see that? Do you see this image? Let me know if you can see this image. Can you see this? Can you see this image? Bring that image up on your phone, on your laptop. Let's read it. The so-called center of the universe in downtown Tulsa is marked by a small concrete circle in the middle of a larger circle. It's not much to look at, but looking is not really the point. The center of the universe is a little known, mysterious, acoustic phenomenon. Here it is. If you stand in the middle of the circle, here's the circle. If you stand in the middle of this circle right here where the guy is, just like when I went to America, Stonehenge in New Hampshire. If you stand in the middle of the circle, and make a noise, the sound is echoed back to you several times louder than it was made. Family, this is a circle that is wide open. This is not enclosed. It's wide open in the open. This is an open area. If you stand in the center of that circle and make a noise, whatever you say, that whatever you said will come back to you several times louder than it was made. Family, the place is not enclosed. How is it able to bounce back to you? What type of what type of electromagnetic field surrounding that circle that you can see with your eyes right there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, downtown Tulsa? The voice come back to you several times louder than it was made. Watch this. It gets deeper. As the legend goes, listen to this. As the legend goes, if you take a horn, you know, something called a fog horn. You know the horns that they use on the football field? If you take one of those horns and you use the horn while you're standing in the circle, anyone outside the circle will not hear you. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said? Hold up. Foghorn. Foghorn. Images. Foghorn. Did you hear what I just said? If you take a bullhorn, if you take a foghorn, look, do you know how loud this thing is? You see this horn right here? That's called a foghorn. If you are using this horn, standing right here, you see what this guy is? If you are using this horn right here and you blow that horn several times, as many times as you want, if I stand outside that horn with you, I cannot hear you while you're in the circle. Huh. Did you hear me? This place is wide open. What kind of energy is over there? Well, it's called the center of the universe. Okay? It's called the center of the universe. Now let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. So far, so good. So far, so good, family. They not only blew up Tulsa, Oklahoma for their great success they had, they blew them up for the oil. They blew up Glen Pool because it was a sacred site of sacred sites. Oh yeah. Glen Pool in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the center of the earth, is a sacred site of sacred sites. There's more. There's more. There's more. Let me tell you a little bit more on that sacred site real quick before we identify the stone. That site in Tulsa, Oklahoma connects on a straight ley line directly with another sacred site upstate New York called Lake George. Lake George. Oh, listen, honey, did your mom send me that Lake George information? Let me see. Lake George. Let me show you something with the Lake George sacred site in upstate New York. Let me show you something with the upstate sacred site in upstate New York. This is deep, family. This is deep, 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 deep. Watch this. Watch this. Let me see if I can get you a big picture here. You see that right there? Do you see this right here? Hold up. Damn, too much light. Let me see. Too much light. Too much light. Okay, hold up. Too much light. Okay, you see this? Give me a 7. Give me a 7. The center of the universe in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Look up Lake George in your phone. The center of the universe in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is called Lake George Mystery Spot. It connects with this location. Lake George Mystery Spot. Why is it called Lake George Mystery Spot? Let's read about it. You see the X marking the spot, right? You see how the X marks the spot. Lake George mystery spot. Let's read about it. Behind the Lake George Visitor Center, there is a circular platform with a painted blue map of the lake and a compass pattern etched in. The blue thing, this right here, is a picture of the lake. This part right here, that's the lake painted over the X marks the spot at Lake George. That's a picture of the lake. Why? Why? But why? Let's read. Why? I'm going to tell you why. In the exact center of the circle, there are two metal rails cross each other in the middle. These are metal rails. You see those rails? That makes this, hold up, let me move this thing out of the way. These are metal rails. You see that right there? These are metal. Over the metal rails, they painted the lake. Lake George is painted over the metal rails. Why? You know metal is electromagnetic. Metal is a good conductor of electricity, especially gold. This might be copper. Metal is a good conductor of electricity. Watch this. In the exact center of the circle, there are two metal rails crossing each other in the middle of the map, forming a little X that marks the mystery spot. It forms a little X that marks the mystery spot. If you stand at the X, you will witness a strange natural phenomenon that seems to defy the laws of acoustics. You're going to be able to do what's called cymatic frequency, but it's going to defy the laws of acoustics. If you stand in the exact spot where the X and the water meets, and you face the lake, facing Lake George, and if you shout, you will hear your own voice echo back to you as it's coming from another dimension. If you stand at the X and you face the lake, if you stand at the X and you face the lake and you shout, you will hear your voice come back to you as your voice came from another dimension. He's more. Only you can hear it. The people around you will hardly hear you shouting. The people around you in that circle will hardly hear you shouting. They will hear a tiny little voice. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence, family? Is that a coincidence that those two spots bend the laws of nature? One is called the center of the universe, and the other one, your voice come back to you as this is coming from another dimension, a portal to parallel universes. Do you see what was in Tulsa, Oklahoma that your ancestors had access to? Do you know why they painted the water over the X? In the Haitian history books, there is a story about the first first native, first Atlantean who gave his life for the liberty of that nation where I was born. His name was Makandal. The story goes, when Makandal was taken captive after he had spoken with the spirits, and they told him that he's gonna have to give up his life for the nation. Makandal was taken captive by the colonizers. He was taken captive by Napoleon's army, and they was gonna kill Makandal as he was tied up. When Makandal reached the water, he disappeared. When Makandal reached the water, he turned into vapor. He turned into smoke. He turned into a fly. Makandal was not to be seen ever again till this day. Do you hear me, family? Your ancestors used those sacred sites for traveling in different dimensions, parallel universes, different countries, different nations, different states, different towns, different colonies, wherever that they needed to go. This is why the water is painted on that X, which is electromagnetic. So if you know what to say, when you stand here, you connect immediately with the water and you can go wherever you want to go. You can travel through that ley line. Am I making sense so far? Talk to me. Is this good information? Let me know. Let me know. Is this making sense to you? Remember the connection with Tulsa and Orion's belt. Remember the connection with Tulsa and the pyramids of Isa. With the constellations. Now we're connecting Tulsa, Oklahoma with Lake George in New York, sacred site. We just connected Tulsa, Oklahoma with Peru, with Machu Picchu. This is the connection with the pyramids. We just connected Tulsa, Oklahoma with Egypt. Well, traveling, Sister Shannon, however you do it, however you do the travel, it's by ley lines. Whether you just appear and reappear, you have to travel through, you have to take the energy of the air to travel, right? It is discussed in the Keys of Enoch, which we're going to get into. Science of light, using the seed crystal to travel. This is the type of place was Tulsa, Oklahoma, was a holy, sacred site. And the people there, they were from the tribe of Zebulun. Oh, my brother Brent, you got to watch this again. It's so good, bro. You gotta bring it back. So much was already revealed. Now, the Tulsa, Oklahoma natives, those men and women who built that state, that society, were of the tribe of Zebulun. Yes, they were. Zebulun, they were businessmen, businesswomen, business-minded. That's why Zebulun says, my children, I shall rejoice. He says, I shall rise in the midst of you. Zebulun says, I shall rise in the midst of my children. I shall rise in the midst of my children as a ruler in the midst of my sons and my daughters. I shall rejoice in the midst of my tribe. As many as shall keep the law of God and the commandments of Zebulun their father. But upon the ungodly shall the Lord bring eternal fire and destroy them throughout all generations. Book of the Law, page 122. Hold up. There's more. There is more. There is more. Remember, I told you the Zebulunites were seafarers. I told you, go back to Britain, you're going to find the Gauls with King Albinus. In Albion, England, the Most High gave King Albinus, a Zebulunite, sovereignty over the ocean. I told you, go back, further back to Barnabas, the Gospel of Barnabas. You're going to find that Barnabas was a master ship builder. Barnabas was a master ship maker. So the Zebulun, part of the Zebulun blessings is wealth on the ocean, wealth in the sand. Remember, the sand is just a code word for the people of God. Wealth on the ocean. What is under the ocean in Russia? Aren't there pipelines, oil pipelines in the ocean, on the Silk Road, the Baltic Sea, the Mediterranean Sea in Russia right now? That belongs to the tribe of Zebulun. The oil pipelines of Russia and Germany belongs to the tribe of Zebulun. This is the blessing of the Zebulunites. I shall rise again in the midst of my children as a ruler among my kids, among my sons. Zebulun is saying to Russia, Germany, the United States, all the Arab countries, you got to give up those lands and that money. The pipeline do not belong to you. The wealth is coming back to us sooner or later. I know this is hard to imagine, family, but it's coming back to you. The Most High is destroying their commerce. He's destroying their societies. And they will not be able to rebuild. Okay? Remember, Yahana, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Johanna, to your comment, we must be pure of heart and activate the power. There's more to that. There's more to that. There is more to that. There is more to that right there. We're going to get deeper, family. We're going to get deeper. This is a getting deeper type of lesson. We're going to get deeper. Watch this. Zebulun had sovereignty over the ocean. When you go into the book of the law, once again, the testament of Zebulun, page 117, somebody write that down. When I tell you Zebulun is the master of the ocean, what does this line say, family? Somebody write that down. What does it say? What does this say right there? Write that down. Somebody write this down. What does this line say? What is the God Zebulun saying in this line right there? What did he say? When I tell you that the Zebulun had sovereignty over the ocean, the oceans belong to Zebulun. What does this line say? What does it say? Zebulun says, I was the first one. I was the first one. I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea. Zebulun said, I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea. You see, I told you, Zebulun is master of the ocean. I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea. Now, we're not talking about Noah. That's antediluvian. We talk about after the flood. The first to make a boat and sail upon the sea. We don't even know when Zebulun lived. We don't even know what year, when he lived. Zebulun says, I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea, for the Lord gave me understanding and wisdom. Give me that Kabbalah chart, y'all, please. The Lord gave me understanding and wisdom. And also I need those 3 tower cards your mama had. Zebulun says, the Lord gave me understanding and wisdom to build, because I was the first. He says, I was the first to make a boat and sail upon the sea. Here it is. You see, everything on the ocean belonged to Zebulun, the tribe of Zebulun. I was the first to build a boat to sail upon the ocean. Zebulun is speaking very loudly. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper into Tulsa. Alyssa, did you send me that the pair of hands? I need it ASAP. Watch this, family. Let's go deeper into Tulsa real quick. Tulsa is on the map because the Most High is going to render justice to those dead ancestors who died. You know what happened, family? Scripture says, in all thy getting, get understanding. Zebulun says, the Most High gave me understanding. He says, I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea, for the Lord gave me understanding. In all thy getting, get understanding. While you getting the getting, while you getting your money, while you getting your land, while you getting whatever it is you're getting, get the Most High with you. If you built anything and the Most High is not in it, the builders built in vain. This was one of the downfall of the Zebulunites in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They were very successful in getting the money, in building a successful, prosperous society. Somewhere along the way, they forgot the Most High. I don't care how many churches they had. God is not in buildings made by human hands. The Most High will not be found in buildings. The Most High reside in the sacred site that I am. The Most High reside in the sacred site that you are, not in buildings. The Zebulunites forgot the God who created them. The Tulsa Oklahomites forgot the God who gave them the ingenuity to create and to build. In the process of building, they forgot to build a relationship with the Most High. And they paid with their lives. in the process of building, the Oklahomites forgot to build a relationship with the Most High. Are you getting this? Wow. Are you getting this, family? In the process of building, Tulsa, Oklahoma ancestors forgot to build a relationship. Moses says, in all thy getting, get understanding. In all thy building, build your relationship. Watch this. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Family, so far so good. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how I'm doing in this situation right now, family. Let me check your pulse, family. How am I doing so far? So far so good. Let me know. We gotta go deeper. Jeremiah 10:21. Yes, for the pastors have become brutish, have not sought Yahuwah. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all the flocks shall be scattered. Yes, which is also what Zebulun says here. Zebulun says, Zebulun, your father, says, observe therefore the waters, and know when the waters flow together, they sweep along stones, trees, and earth, and other things. But if the waters are divided into many streams, the earth swallows them up, and the waters become of no account. So shall you also be divided. Be not therefore, my children, divided into two heads. For everything which the Most High made has but one head, two shoulders, two hands, 2 feet, and all the remaining members. Your father Zebulun says, for I have learned in the writings of my fathers that you, my children, you shall be divided in Israel, and you shall follow two kings, and you shall work every abominations, and your enemies shall lead you captive, and you shall be evil and treated among the Gentiles with many infirmities and many tribulations. And the Most High shall have mercy upon you, for the Most High is merciful and compassionate, and he shall cause you to return. The Most High shall cause you, Zebulunites, to return. For he is merciful and compassionate. And after these things, there shall arise unto you the Lord himself, the light of righteousness, and healing and compassion shall be in his wings, and he shall redeem all the captivity of the sons of men from Beliar, and every spirit of deceit shall be trodden down, and the Most High shall bring back all the Gentiles into zeal for him. And you, Zebulun, you shall see God in the fashion of a man. You shall see God in the flesh. This is for you. The book of the law, testament of Zebulun. Zebulun says, I was the first to build a boat and sail upon the seas, and the Most High gave me understanding. So far, so good. Did you send me that information, honey bunches? Email? Zohar Kabbalah? So far, so good, family? Give me a 7. Let's go deeper. Make me tea, please. How am I doing? So far, so good? Give me a 7. Give me a 7. Let me know you here. We got to go deeper. We got to go deeper. The Most High is speaking to his children. So, okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You see this right here? This is located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is called the praying hands of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is a massive 60 feet tall, 30 tons bronze, 30 tons of bronze praying hands in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 60 feet tall, 30 tons of bronze praying hands in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This was created in Mexico and shipped to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Did you hear me say bronze? Did you hear me say bronze? When you go to Revelation 1 verse 15, it tells you about his feet were as burnished bronze. This is on a university. Why is this so important? Let's read. The praying hands, the massive 30-ton devotional bronze statue, praying hands, is installed at the entrance to one of the country's most controversial universities. The sculpture is known as the praying hands. Originally built outside of the City of Faith Medical and Research Center, it was cast in 1980 in Mexico and shipped to Tulsa. Okay? It is 60 feet tall and 30 tons of pure bronze. It's called supplicating hands. It was once one of the largest bronze statues of the world. Now, why is this of importance? Because 60 stands for Samek in Hebrew. Samek is, we're going to do a little Kabbalah right now. 60 stands for Samek in Hebrew. When we go to the Kabbalah tree of life, we find that Samek is on ley line 25. So on the Kabbalah tree of life, you have 32 paths of wisdom. Samek, which is number 60, is on the path of wisdom 25. Path of wisdom 25 right here. Samek is on Path of Wisdom 25 and is located between Tiferet and Yesod, which is the foundation. It's located between Tiferet and Yesod, which is the foundation. Right there. Right there. This is Path of Wisdom 25, ley line 25, located between Tiferet and Yesod, the foundation. When we follow that logic, we go to this path working book. Path working book. We go to path 25. When we go to path 25, we read. We're going to identify the stone that, what was his name? We're going to identify the nurturer stone of Jonah, which is in the center of the earth, which is Tulsa, Oklahoma is known as the center of the earth. Family, give me a 7. We're going to identify the stone. Path 25 on the tree of life is the path that will help you and I experience a rebirth and a major change in consciousness. A rebirth and a major change in consciousness. Path 25 reveals the benefits of detriments of past choices so that we do not make the same mistakes again. Just like our ancestors made in Tulsa, Oklahoma, because in their building, they forgot to build with the Most High. So they lost the blessing. Okay, watch this. The stone of nurturance is revealed to us in the keys of Enoch, and we're going to identify the stone. Watch this, but before we get there, have you guys ever heard of a stone called Labradorite? Labradorite. Labradorite. Have you guys ever heard of a stone called Labradorite? Watch this. What do you see here? This is the stone of the Aurora Borealis. This is the stone of nurturance. This is the stone Labradorite. This is the stone Jonah was praying upon in the center of the earth. This is where the northern lights come from. Alyssa, did you send me the story, huh? What I had you look up about the history of the stone? Zohar Kabbalah? Thank you. This is the stone of the Aurora Borealis. This is the stone that comes from the core of the earth. Labradorite. We are going to identify a little bit more. This is another one. Do you see the northern lights? Do you see the northern lights? Do you see the Aurora Borealis? You see it? Okay. Of course you do. Let's see. Hold up. Let me give you a little bit more. Hold up. Watch this. The stone labradorite. Thank you, hon. This stone, there is a particular stone called spectrolite. Look up the stone spectrolite. Spectrolite is a very special labradorite stone. It's the most special. Okay? You could see the different spectrum of lights coming from spectrolite. What is the story of the stone in addition to us? So now the story says that Jonah went to the core, the center of the earth, and he was praying at the rock of nurturance. What is this rock of nurturance? The rock of nurturance is the Labradorite stone. How do we know that? Because that's the stone that reflects the Aurora Borealis. You will not find another one. That's the only stone that reflects the northern lights, the Rainbow Mountains. That's the only stone that is found in the center of the earth. How do we know? Because we do. But let's prove it. Let's prove it. Let's prove it. What is the story behind the Labradorite stone? I don't see it, honey bunches. You sent me Atlas. Send it right now. Labradorite is called a feldspar mineral. It has a labradorescence, which is the meaning behind its name. Okay? It ranges from purple to gray to blue to green to yellow to brown, just like the Aurora Borealis. Labradorite is also called the seer stone. Labradorite is called the seer stone. It helps you to connect with your destiny. Labradorites help you to connect with your destiny. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. So far, so good. Research Labradorite. Okay? It helps you to see your destiny. It's called the seer stone. We're going to get into it further. It's called the stone of mysticism. We're not here to discuss the deep meaning of Labradorite. But you see this article in my hand? Screenshot this. Screenshot this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Jesse. You have to go now and find out all you can find about Labradorite. We're here to identify the stone of nurturance, which is Labradorite. The stone that displays the Aurora Borealis. Right here. Labradorite healing properties. There you go. You see that picture right there? Labradorite healing properties. These rays is coming from the core of the earth. This is coming from the Labradorite stone. That's the stone Jonah saw the ancestors praying upon. That's the stone of nurturance. That's the stone that retains all the memories of the ancients, of the ancestors. Stone hold memory more than anything. Stone have more memory than water. You see this stone right here? This is not labradorite though. It's like it, but it's not. This is another stone. I showed this to you guys before. The stone of your destiny. Healing properties of labradorite. You see the Aurora Borealis right there. Okay. Hold up. Let's go deeper. How we doing, family? How we doing? How we doing, family? Give me a 7. How we doing? I don't see the chat. Yes. How we doing? 7? Okay. No, hon. You send me something different. The story with the king that struck the stone. That's the one? Where is it in there? Yeah, you got to tell me exactly what that is. Here, scroll in my iPad, give me that. Okay? Which one? That's the first one? Thank you. So far, so good. The stone of nurturance that Jonah was praying upon is a labradorite stone, which is in the center of the earth, which gives off the Aurora Borealis lights, the northern lights. How do I know? I just showed you the stone. But let's get a little bit more on that. Labradorite has a long and sprawling history, and thanks to its rich shamanic vibes, is the stone of the shamans, the stone of the seers, the seer stone. We're going to get into it further. Due to its rich shamanic vibes, its stories are linked with tales from the Inuit people. There was a people called the Inuit people, Inuit, the Inuit people. The legend says that once upon a time, an Inuit warrior saw that the Aurora Borealis had become trapped in a piece of stone. The legend goes, once upon a time, an Inuit warrior saw that the Aurora had become trapped in a piece of stone. The warrior took a spear and struck the rock to help set the light free. Did you hear that? The Inuit warrior noticed that the Aurora Borealis had become trapped in a piece of stone. The warrior took a spear and he struck the rock and freed the lights. And these are the lights that were freed from the stone, labradorite. This is why you got the northern lights. Family, are you getting this? I want to know if you're getting this. Huh? Are you getting this? Is this making sense to you? Are you connecting the dots? Are you connecting the dots? Are you learning anything? The Inuit warrior released the Aurora lights from the rock of nurturance. That comes from the core of the earth. This is why the Most High have been showing me so much rainbows lately. All these rainbows, all this information with the center of the earth is all making sense. With Zebulun being right in the midst. Tulsa, Oklahoma is called the center of the universe. Jonah went to the center of the universe. Jonah went to the center of the universe. Sorcerer's Stone, whatever the hell they want to call it, we don't care. What is a sorcerer? Right? That word is relevant. Jonah went to the center of the earth. He went to praise at the rock of nurturance, the Labradorite Stone. Oh, family, watch this. Watch this. Have you heard of a dog called Labrador Retriever? Have you heard of the dog called Labrador Retriever? Let me lower this a little bit. This is too high. Let me see. Watch this. You heard of the Labrador Retriever, right? The Labrador Retriever dog is the brown dog Pluto. The Labrador Retriever dog is none other than the brown dog Pluto. Because there is a massive connection. You see that right there? They call it a hound dog, but we don't care what they call it. Okay? Okay. So now we identified Labradorite and spectrolite. And I just read you the story how the lights were freed by the Inuit warrior. All right, it's just a legend. But now we know what the stone is. This is not the stone. This is not a Labradorite. But it's just like it. I just want to show this to you. So far, so good. Healing with stones is more powerful than healing with herbs. Did you hear me? Healing with stones is more powerful than healing with herbs, than healing with plants. Because stones have greater memory length than anything. Stones hold greater memory than water. As a matter of fact, water comes from stone. When Moses struck the rock, water came out of it. Yeah, that's a stone you need. Let's go metaphysical. Let's go to the keys of Enoch. Let's go a step further, family. Can we go higher? Can we go higher? Let's go into the keys of Enoch, the book of Da'at. Get it? Book of knowledge. The Sifru Da'at, which leads us to the underworld, to Pluto. Let's go to the keys of Enoch, the book of Da'at. Let's go metaphysical. Yeah. We just got to go deeper. We got to go higher. Okay? Oh, before we go deeper and higher, let me see if I want to show you something. I got so much to tell you guys. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me see if I want to give you a little something else before we go metaphysical. All right. I may give it to you at the end. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Maybe, maybe not. But so far, so good. Family, are you learning so far? We're gonna go metaphysical. We're gonna go into this book and bring to life the Labradorite Stone, which is not this one, but it's just like it. I just want to show this one to you. Give you a visual of a sort. Okay? Okay? The seer stone, the stone of destiny, the stone of the shamans. This one. The Aurora lights were trapped in here, and the Inuit warriors struck the stone and released the lights. This is the stone that's located in the core, the center of the earth. This is called the rock of nurturance. All right. Let's go metaphysical. Let's go to my favorite keys. Keys 319. Let's go to my favorite keys. Keys 319. Let's get some more on the rock of nurturance. Let's get a little bit more. Let's go and get metaphysical. Let's go. Keys 319. Let's go starting number 26. Kaf Vav. The fullness of the name of God. Let's start on number 26. Let's start on number 26. Okay? You always hear me say, you are the children of the kingdom and you manifest the gifts of the Holy Spirit. The Most High sent you here with a mark on your forehead to receive his what? His commands directly. The Most High sent you here with a crystal on your forehead. His seed crystal, your third eye, your sacred. Okay? So now let's read a little bit about the Labradorite stone. Let's identify it in this stone, in this book, Keys of Enoch. Keys of Enoch, page 547, Keys 319, number 26. Are you ready, family? Give me a 7. If you have your book, pull out your book. Let's read together. Give me a 7, family, before we go metaphysical. Before we go into the keys of our brother Enoch, go to keysofenoch.org and get that book for $50. That's it. Yeah, you. It's a book you need in your arsenal. All right, let's go. We're going to identify the stone and what the message the Most High have for you in this book. You have heard me read this before, but it's going to make way more sense to you today. Number 26 says, these are the children who manifest the gifts of the Spirit, sent forth from the Father's jewel. These are the children who manifest the gifts of the Spirit, sent forth from the Father's jewel, which has been placed upon their foreheads. The crystal is bestowed by God. The seed crystal is bestowed by God so that the mind can receive the commands of God directly, as in the days of the first Adamic creation, when the jewel body of light was a physical reality. It represents the divine love expressed through the Shekinah Holy Spirit infusion into the physical body. Hence, this crystalline structure aligns with the body to free the body from the vibrations of the karmic bondage, just like the Aurora lights were freed from the bondage of the stone. Let's go. This allows the body to break the Nogan shells of memory. Remember now, your body, which is a sacred site, which is a stone, which is a holy site, also has memory. Okay? Let's go. This allows the body to break the noggin shells of memory, which holds the pathways of the soul in a singular pathway of simplistic faith, based on the serving elemental nature of physical creation, which Yahawashai, with a Yahawashai faith, without attending the development of a Christ body. Number 29. And through this alignment, Metatron showed me how you and I can create crystalline correspondences between biophysical and geophysical grid structures that could amplify signals for prayer and healing by the faithful. What did I just read? In the Keys of Enoch, it just said, you and I, we can create crystalline correspondences between biophysical and geophysical grid structures. The sacred sites in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the sacred sites in Lake George, New York, these are called biophysical, geophysical grid structures. This is how the ancestors used to use it. This is how they used to use the sites. They created crystalline correspondences between one another by using those sites. He said, you and I, we could do that too. And they help amplify signals for prayer and signals for healing for the faithful. This will help amplify your prayer. This is why Jonah was there, praying at the stone of nurturance, to help amplify his prayer, to help amplify healing for the faithful. Let's keep reading to see what the Most High told Abraham. These jewels of consciousness are part of the Urim and Thummim jewels of consciousness creation. This stone is part of the Urim and Thummim jewels. This is why it's called the seer stone. It is a type of a Urim and Thummim. Did you get that? This stone is part of the Urim and Thummim jewels of consciousness creation. This is why it's called the seer stone. Labradorite is called the seer stone because it is a type of a Urim and Thummim. Did you get that? Give me a 7 if you caught that. Labradorite is a type of a Urim and Thummim. It is called a seer stone, a stone of destiny, a shaman stone. Number 31. I'm in Keys 3:19. I'm here. Number 31. Abraham also received these jewels for Melchizedek to build an altar of light. Did you hear the name of the stone? Labradorite. In the name Labradorite, you can hear the word Abraham. L-A-B-R-A, and the name of Abraham is A-B-R-A. Labradorite and Abraham go together. Abraham also received these jewels. This is not the stone, but it's like the stone. Abraham also received these jewels for Melchizedek to build an altar of light vibration to Jehovah, to the Most High, who spoke to Abraham through the vibrations of light. How did the Most High speak to Abraham? Through the vibrations of light from the crystalline correspondences that were created between biophysical and geophysical grid structures that were located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, not in Tulsa, but wherever Abraham was. That's how the Most High spoke to Abraham, The Most High spoke to Abraham. How? Let's read it again. Most High gave the jewels to Abraham. Abraham received these jewels from Melchizedek to build an altar of light vibration. And the Most High spoke to Abraham through the vibrations of light. And the Lord said to Abraham, I have set this seal on you to govern all those who belong to the seed of love and light upon the earth, so that your seed will gather all true priesthoods into communities of light before the end of time. The Most High says, Abraham, I have given you this seal to govern all those who belong to the seed of love and who belong to the seed of light upon the earth, so that your seed, Abraham, will gather all the true priesthoods into communities of light before the end of time. And the Urim and Thummim will be used to re-evolve the grids of the earth. Remember, the Labradorite is also a type of Urim and Thummim. This stone, this rock of nurturance, this seer stone, this rock of the shamans will be used to re-evolve the grids of the earth according to a new meridian of time, on which will be built the light centers of my kingdom, says the Most High. Labradorite. Healing properties. This stone will be used to reignite the sacred sites. These stones will be used as a Urim and Thummim to re-evolve the grids of the earth according to a new meridian of time, in which the Most High will build light centers upon his kingdom, which is Malkut. This is the stone for the healing of the nations. Labradorite and Abraham have the same, almost the same spelling. Number 32. I saw how the Urim and Thummim crystals were used to connect the 10 strata beneath Megiddo. The Urim and Thummim, which is this stone, Labradorite, was used to connect the 10 strata beneath Megiddo. It just so happened that Zebulun is the 10th son of Jacob. Zebulun stone is the Labradorite, which is going to be used to connect the 10 strata that is situated beneath Megiddo. Where the hell is Megiddo? Megiddo, probably located in the center of the earth, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Are you following, family? Not Jonah, yes. Zebulun is the 10th son of Jacob. The Urim and Thummim crystals, which is also Labradorite, were used to connect the 10 strata beneath Megiddo, which contain the grid structures composing of a timepiece for the Great Pyramid. We already connected Tulsa, Oklahoma with the Great Pyramid. There is a timepiece. There is a sundial in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is the center of the earth, which is connected with the Great Pyramid, which we already identified, and we are reading about it right here in the Keys of Enoch. I repeat, I saw how the Urim and Thummim crystals were used to connect with the 10 strata beneath Megiddo, which contain the grid structures composing a timepiece for the Great Pyramid. I also saw how the human thummim crystals coordinate other energy structures on the earth. The Urim and Thummim crystals, the Labradorite stone, coordinated other energy structures on the earth with the Great Pyramid, which we already connected, which houses the geophysical timetable and reveals the Ebin Shetia. What is the Ebin Shetia? The Ebin Shetia is called the foundation stone. The foundation stone is none other than the Labradorite stone, which Jonah was praying upon. It's called the rock of nurturance. When Jonah went to the core of the earth, he saw the foundation stone, the pillars of the earth. The Labradorite stone is the foundation stone. This is why on the tree of life is located between Tiferet and Yesod, which is the foundation. Come on, family. Tell me this is too much. If it's too much, I'll stop right now. If this is too much, let me know. I'll stop right now. Because this is massive. Labradorite stone is called the foundation stone, the seer stone, the shaman stone, the healing stone of the nations, the Aurora Borealis stone, the stone of nurturance, Labradorite, spectrolite. This is information that resuscitated the dead. Labradorite stone connect with the throat chakra. Labradorite stone is the only stone that connects all the chakras together. The only one. This is not. Oh, huh? Okay, all right, forgive me. I take it back. I've been checked. Labradorite is one of the stones that connects all the chakras. This is why it has all the spectrum of colors. This is why it has all the color spectrums. It connects the throat chakra, the heart chakra. It connects all the chakras together. Labradorite, the seer stone, the shaman stone, the healing stone of the nation, the nurturing stone, the foundation stone, the stone beneath Megiddo, the stone that connects geophysical time capsules, geophysical grid structures that could amplify signals for prayer and healing. You are also a geophysical structure. Let me get metaphysical with you right now. You are a geophysical structure. This is why the Most High gave Abraham the stone Labradorite as a form of, it's called a higher Urim and a higher Thummim. Abraham received the stone from the Most High, and the Most High told Abraham, go ahead and build yourself a body of light. Abraham received this jewel from Melchizedek to build an altar of light to the Most High. The altar of light that Abraham was supposed to build to the Most High was his body, not a building. He was supposed to build his body, which is also a geophysical grid structure. Your body is a geophysical grid structure, and you're supposed to communicate with other geophysical grid structures. But you got to build your seed crystal, your third eye, your God particle. Once you build your God particle with the help of the higher Urim and the higher Thummim, which is called a Labradorite stone, a nurturer stone, a shaman stone, a seer stone, the foundation stone, You're going to have this body of light. You're going to shine bright like the brightness of the firmament. You're going to shine like the Aurora Borealis. Is this too much for you? Let me know. I'll stop right now. Read Keys 319. This entire. Read Keys 319, page 547 and page 548. You know what? Do you want me to read the rest? I have 3 more paragraphs. If you want me to read the rest, I will. But I don't want to read too much to you. If you want me to finish reading on the Labradorite stone that the Most High gave to Abraham, that Melchizedek gave to Abraham to build a body of light to the Most High, a geophysical grid structure, which is your body, to amplify signals for prayer and healing by the faithful for the nation. If you want me to continue reading this information, let me know. If not, read it for yourself. This is the stone of Zebulun. The god Zebulun. Go read Testament of Zebulun. Zebulun is speaking very loudly right now because he says, I shall arise among you, my children, in the last days, and I shall be among you. And the Most High shall be among you as a God, as a man in the flesh. The Most High shall be among you as a man in the flesh. Do you perceive what's going on right now? Are you understanding the drops that's coming, the revelations? Are you connecting the dots? Did you catch everything that I said in the beginning about the center of the universe, which is Tulsa, Oklahoma? Do you understand why they blew up that state? It wasn't because, oh, they were successful, none of that. Nah, that too. But it's because they had oil. Because they had oil. Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma was called the oil capital of the world. Do you want me to continue reading this? Yes? Let me read it then. Keys of Enoch, page 548. We just read the foundation stone is to be the unity between the scriptures of Israel and Atlantis. It says the land of Egypt. Now, but we know Egypt is none other than Atlantis. Egypt is in America. So the foundation stone, which is the Labradorite, is to unify the scriptures of the Most High in the land of Atlantis, which is Egypt, which is America. Number 33. I saw how the vibrations of the crystals, which is the Labradorite. I saw how the vibrations of the Labradorite were used to activate the grids that are inside of your body. The 13 meridian grids, the grids that are on the earth, the grids that are in Tulsa, the grids that are in Lake George, the grids that are in New Hampshire, Stonehenge, America, Stonehenge, Connecticut, the grids that are underneath the 10 strata that are situated under Megiddo, the Labradorite stone where the Aurora Borealis lights were released from, the nurturer stone, the seer stone, the foundation stone, the healing stone of the nation, the shaman stone were used to activate the grids so that the foundations of the three-dimensional negativity were shifted. So that the foundation of the three-dimensional negativity were shifted. And the treasures of the masters were brought out of the earth in the name of Michael, in the name of Abraham, in the name of Jacob, and in the name of Enoch. The treasures of the masters, once the grids of the earth were shifted, once The Labradorite stones activated the grids of the earth. The foundations of the earth were shifted from a three-dimensional negativity to a higher dimension. Once that happened, once that negative dimension was shifted and removed, the treasures of the masters were brought out of the earth in the name of Michael, Abraham, Jacob, and Enoch. Now, I don't know if you remember this. I did a video over a year ago, and I told you the treasures of the earth were located in the tip of the dove. If you go to Keys of Enoch, Keys 1:1, Keys 1:12, we're not going to talk about it, but I just want to show you a picture. Did you know that, well, you know, that Jonah means dove? And the dove is the picture that's in front of this book, which means the Holy Spirit is in your midst. Let me show you a chapter you can read to read about the treasures of the earth. You can read Keys 2:15. The treasures of the earth is located in this map, in this book. Keys 3:15, 2:15. The treasures of the earth is located in here. The treasures of the earth is located in here. Let me see if I could read you a little bit. So much information, family. I mean, damn, we can be here all night. This key 2:15 goes perfect with Keys 3:19. Okay? It talks about the three stars, geophysical. It talks about geophysical, spiritual forces. It talks about energy harmonics of the earth. It talks about the incarnation grids of the earth. It talks about the final coordination, the day of the Lord, the day of release, the sacred grid areas. This is the reactivation of Palenque. This is the reactivation of Zarahemla. This is the reactivation of the land, of the regathering of the brotherhood upon the earth. So much information, family. I can't give it. Look, my book is tied up, family. I got so much information in my book. My book is well read. Go to the key 2:15 and go to Keys 3:19 and get all that information for yourself. I already did all the videos, family. Go back. Go back to my videos. I can only lead you, but I can't give you everything. I'm sorry. I can't give you everything. I've given you enough. Finish reading Keys 3:19. I'm going to post the page for those who don't have the book. Okay? You got to finish reading Keys 3:19, page 548. There is amazing information that you got to get on this page. I've given you enough in one day. How did we do, family? Give me a 7. Let's give all honor and praises to the Most High Power. Give me a 7, family. Let's give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High for sending so much information in one day. This is a great article. I will post this link for you guys on my community page to read all about labradorite healing properties. We read about Zebulun, our father, the god Zebulun. Okay? I'm not a Zebulunite. I don't think I am. I'm from another tribe, not Zebulun. But I'm being used as a mouthpiece for Zebulun right now. So all my Zebulunites, all my multimillionaires out there who have businesses, who have business credit, who the Most High command you to learn business principles. Okay? When you make your millions, remember me. Zebulunites who built Tulsa, Oklahoma, When you make your millions from oil, remember me. Holler at your brother, because Zebulun is speaking to you loudly right now. The Most High is speaking to you loudly, and he's telling you, Zebulun says, Zebulun, the God Zebulun, the patriarch Zebulun says, I have risen among you right now. He says, I shall rise up among my children in the end of days. He's doing that right now. He says, I shall be among you. He's among you right now. He's speaking to you through me right now. Can you hear it? Zebulun. Zebulun says, I was the first to make a boat to sail upon the sea. I told you, the Zebulunites have sovereignty over the oceans. Zebulun says, you shall be divided in Israel because you do not observe the water, how they flow together. You do not observe the water. The water flows together. Once the water separates, the water gets swallowed up by the earth. Zebulun says to you, you have to flow together like the water. So you can be a mighty force, a mighty torrent. So you cannot be swallowed up by the earth, by the nations. No man is an island. I keep telling you the same thing over and over. Zebulun says, my children, I shall rise in the midst of you as a ruler in the midst of his sons. And I shall rejoice in the midst of my tribe, as many as shall keep the law of the Lord and the commandments of Zebulun the father. Family, I was born in Haiti. I was not born in the United States of America. I'm not connected to Tulsa, but here I am. Maybe I am, who knows? Maybe I've been to Tulsa via the geomagnetic grids of the earth. Maybe I traveled through the ley lines back then, who knows? Who knows where I was in a different incarnation? Maybe I've been up top, who knows? Let me not negate that information. Maybe I've been a Zebulunite in the past. Who knows? Who knows? Mosai is sending this information. He's speaking to you through me right now. The throat chakra is activated. Did you get anything today? America and the islands of the seas one. Hey, there you go. There you go. Turtle Island. There you go. Did you get anything today? Did anything make sense to you? Do you see why the Nord Stream pipeline has been destroyed? Because they destroyed Oklahoma pipelines. Mosai is doing to them what they did to your people. They blew the hell out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the center of the earth, because of oil. Oklahoma is called the oil capital of the world. The oil capital of the world. Family, did you get it? Yes. This is what we came here to talk about today, man. I didn't read any of your comments because I was doing a lot of talking. Forgive me. You know, I was doing a lot of talking. But and we didn't even go into the tarot. Okay, like we could have went so many other avenues, family. I'm tired. We could have went so many other places. I have tarot cards here that I didn't even go to. But the most I want you to shine bright like the brightness of the firmament. If you like this piece on my neck, it has my name on it. Right? See the A right there? Email me at abdullahseer@gmail.com. There are plenty where that come from. Family, watch this. Stones offer the healing of the nations. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about stones. There are spirits in stones. I love stones, okay? I am made of stone. I'm a stone. You see that face in the stone right here? I am made of stones. Stones are me and I'm stones. We have a beautiful relationship, okay? Stones remember who I am. And I remember who they are too. There is a face here. Whenever I'm around stones, I feel so happy. I feel like I belong. I put them on my forehead. Like when I want like a quick relief, I put the stone right here. I put it on my temple. Okay? I run it across several different parts of my body and I leave it there and I breathe in and breathe out. You can heal every disease in your body through stones. I'm going to be coming with some videos about healing with stones. Healing with stones is more powerful than healing with herbs. We're not negating healing with herbs. We love the herbs. We love the roots. But you can combine roots and stones together and get the maximum benefit of your healings. After all, the Most High says, the herbs are for the healing of the nations. So we're not negating anything. Keys 3:19 and Keys 2:15 goes together. It talks about the geomagnetic field, the geomagnetic grids, the sacred sites, the treasures of the earth. It talks about all of that. Labradorite is a stone you need. Well, if you want. It's called the seer stone, the shaman stone, the stone of nurturance, the Aurora Borealis stone. Okay? You are part of the greater astrophysical geometry family. Remember who you are. You are part of the greater astrophysical geometry. That's who you are. Yes. You are an amazing creation. This is the year of release, the final coordination, energy harmonics of the earth, incarnation grids of the earth. Remember, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the place called the center of the universe is a energy harmonics, acoustic, divine harmonics, cymatic frequency location. That was a long word right there. It's called the energy harmonics of the earth, acoustics wonder, divine harmonics, cymatic frequency. When you say something, the people next to you can even hear what you say when you're standing in the center of that sacred site. Oh, you gotta, rewatch the video, sis. This is high frequency. You want this? How do you get it? Email me at abdullahseer@gmail.com. abdullahseer@gmail.com. Get your healing, get your stones, get your roots. But in all that getting, get overstanding. While Tulsa, Oklahoma was getting the money, while they were building, remember, while Tulsa was building a society, an infrastructure, while they were building, they forgot to build with the Most High. They forgot to build their relationship with the Most High. So they were left without security. They were left without a way to defend themselves. So what happened? They got taken off the map. But the Most High allowed it to happen so he can use that as a testimony against the wicked. That's what happens. The Most High allowed it to happen so he can use it as a testimony against the wicked. So now he's using that as a testimony against them. Once you don't have a relationship with the Most High, you have no protection. You are wide open for attacks, whatever, physical, spiritual, mental, whatever. That's what happened to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yes, the Most High is returning everything back to his chosen people always. All my Zebulunites, step forward. Step right up, Zebulun. Where you at? I didn't see anybody say they from the tribe of Zebulun over here. Do I have any business people, any business owners in the house? I know a few people email me about their businesses. Oh no, somebody left a message that I forgot your name, sis. You and your husband, you business minded. I know D'Angelo and his wife, they're business minded. My wife is business minded. Where are you people? Where are you, Zebulun? Make some noise in the house. Where is Zebulun? Make some noise in the house. Give the Most High His glory, His honor. Miss Shannon is a businesswoman. She could be Zebulun too. Micaiah could be a Zebulunite too. If you're not a Zebulun, you've been exposed to Zebulun. Haiti is part of America. I mean, goddamn. Of course, Haiti is part of America. Are you serious, Louis Roll? Are you serious with that comment? Haiti is part of America, really? Did you read the Haitian independence, the Haitian Constitution? Jean-Jacques Dessalines says, "I have avenged America." Come on, man. Don't say stuff like that on a channel. It's gonna get me upset. I know, hon. Come on. Of course, Haiti's in America. America's a continent. What? Don't say stuff like that on the channel. Like, come on. How do you activate your stones? We don't discuss that on this channel. If you want that information, email me at abdullahsir@gmail.com. We don't discuss how to activate stones. None of that. We don't do that no more here. If you want that information, that's sacred, that's chosen information. Hit me up, abdullahsir@gmail.com. I do not reveal certain information on YouTube no more. That information should not be revealed on YouTube. That's just my opinion. When I share these books with you, you should have purchased them. If you can, get these books. There's great information in these books. But I'm not going to do videos and show you how to activate stones. That's not going to happen here. I know all that stuff. How to activate stones, rings, necklaces, whatever, all that stuff. This is information to be shared off YouTube, not on YouTube. It's called consecrate. How you consecrate those artifacts. Yes. Hit me up, abdullahsir@gmail.com. No, it's just that the Most High tell me stop doing that. Leave that for somebody else, for other people. But for me, that's not my purpose. All that information, if you don't reverence the Most High, you're gonna go into idolatry and you're gonna do nonsense, and your blood is gonna be upon my hands. Most High told me stop, don't do it. You wanna hit a shofar before I go? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, exactly, sis. Exactly, divine goddess. Yeah. You know? Look, in here, when you come to this channel, I respectfully request that you pay attention. You gotta pay attention. You gotta learn. You gotta pay attention. Pay attention and learn and grow. We gotta grow together. Okay? I don't profess to know anything. I didn't research none of this stuff. It just comes to me by the day. As you can see, I can take 12 days before I come on. And then when I return, I could go on every day. It just depends on what the Most High says. I'm only moving when the Most High says move. Right now, he's telling me to move. I'm moving. And just like that, he'll pull me back. He told me to fall back. And you won't see me for 3 weeks. When I'm here, take advantage. When I'm here, take advantage. Because I could be here today and you won't see me till next year. It's all good. That's how the Most High work. I only move when you say move. Yeah. Certain things I don't do on this channel, family. I do not discuss magic. I do not discuss zodiac signs. I do not discuss none of that nonsense here. Look, it's not nonsense. I just don't discuss those things here anymore. Okay? If you want to know about those things, you have to be led by the Most High to get them. Once you are led, the Most High is going to give you all the tools to understand it, to get into it properly. I don't discuss certain things here at all. But if you have a question, you need answer or whatever, if you cannot consult with the Most High or yourself and you want to holler at me, email me. Do not even put that on the comment. Okay? I respectfully suggest that you do that. Don't ask me no question here on magic, none of that stuff. I'm not going to answer it. Okay? I'm not going to answer it. Could you leave me alone, please? Yep. All right. All right, family. So let me close out with the shofar by request. Let me blow the horn in Yerushalayim, in the New Jerusalem. Let me blow the horn in the New Jerusalem. I'm by far not the best shofar blower ever, but I'm good. I'm all right. You know who's really good at blowing the shofar? There's a dude. I'm not going to mention his name. But there's somebody I know that's very good at blowing the shofar. He hits the note every time. I don't care. There's a dude called Kadash over there by One Nation, One Power. Homeboy hits the shofar every time. He never miss. One time don't even count. But he got skills with the shofar. Yeah, he got skills with the shofar. Every time he hit the shofar, he get a high note. That's very nice right there. I don't hate. It's all good. How was that, family? How was that? Was that okay? All right. Remember what I told you. If you're going to buy a little one, a ram's horn, get one that's slightly longer, okay? You get a better sound. This short one right there is good. But I see that you can get a better sound from a longer one. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High power, the great I am, loving kindness, the holy great one, the power of the New Jerusalem. Family, shine bright like the king that you are, and shine bright like the queen that you are. Shine bright like the brightness of the firmament. Shine bright like the Aurora Borealis. It was a pleasure being here with all of you. Family, stay tuned in, stay plugged in. There's more coming your way. Shalom. Until next time.